Everyone, welcome to the regular meeting of the Rutland Town Select Board. Today is Tuesday, the 15th of July. We're down one because Joe Denardo is getting the hay in. He finally got some decent haying weather, so we won't see him tonight. Kurt Hathaway, Mary Ashcroft, Matt Getty, and Sharon Russell. Please rise and join me for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. All righty. We have select board minutes for July 1st. They're in your packet.
Move to approve.
Motion's been made to approve and seconded. Any additions, deletions, corrections? Okay. Wait, you did them.
I screwed the date at the top of it.
Yeah, you did.
So I will correct it. If you want to be true and correct that, we'll take care of that.
June 1st. Okay.
July 1st.
Oh,
First.
all right. So I got it wrong too. All right, July 1st. Any other additions, corrections, deletions? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. One absent, one abstention, Sharon?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to circulate what I have, and Bill, you can,
You should switch chairs.
yeah. All right. We have carried, our treasurer left off the orders. We've had a chance to review them. Is everyone signed? And is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Motion's been
Second.
made and seconded to approve. Any questions, deletions, anything of that sort?
I don't sign this one because I
Oh, you're
wasn't here.
If not, all in favor, please, of approving the orders, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 4-0. Bill, where's my pretty pink folder?
No, nothing, no originals signed tonight.
Minutes.
Good sign.
Oh, well, I didn't have any to provide you, so I didn't.
All right.
I didn't folder, so.
Okay, I missed my pretty folder. Any board member announcements? If not, moving right along, update from the select board chair. Just that I'd like a brief executive session at the end of the meeting. One is possible litigation. One is a personnel matter. So I'll bring that up when we get there. Any questions from the floor or public comments? Or people not otherwise on the agenda, if they would like to be heard, this would be the time. Okay. Marty Wasserman, Town Emergency Management Director. You have something for us.
Hi.
Hey, Marty.
Probably found in your packet, the local emergency management plan. And then today I came in and brought the approval form, which needs signatures.
Okay, this is item number 1 in your packet. What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that every year the state changes their form, every single year. If everything was the same, you can't just check it's all the same, but probably just as well, because when you're dealing with the social agencies, everything changes there. So I'm just up to date in this, and the only other things I wanted to talk about in terms of emergency management was I'm trying to work now. I have to get in touch with the school principal. In the past, she's kind of pushed me away. I went to a school board meeting and the superintendent was just thrilled. I mean, when I said I'm trying to get their emergency plan tied in with our emergency plan, not that I want to tell them what to do, but just so it's coordinated. So I'm working on that. The other thing that I wanted to bring up for you to think about, and I can bring up again in another meeting, is the idea of warming and cooling shelter.
Hmm.
I've gotten a couple of calls, well, two actually, about a cooling station. And so I want us to think about where, when, and we'll talk about manning it and so forth. So if you can just think about that in the meantime. And that's about all I have.
What do other municipalities have if they offer?
Well, the city, that's the only one I've talked to, is they have, I forgot where it is now.
Is it Godnick?
I don't know, it might be at the Godnick Center.
I think they're doing it at the Elks Club.
Oh, right, okay.
What's that?
Elks Club.
So, but
I think Mike Rowe has.
I don't know
the,
if you wanna,
Town cooling station.
Got a pool.
I think best way to cool off.
you know, and of course, the ladies I were talking to about this, I said, in both cases, we couldn't deal with them anyhow. They both had pets. And I said, we don't have it finalized yet. We're working on it, but I can tell you there won't be pets allowed. As we, in a real emergency use, shelters, as you set up, there's no pets. Apologize for it, but can't deal with them. So I need, Mary, I left, well, everybody got a copy of the municipal adoption form. I need Kurt and Mary to sign, but you gotta sign the same one.
Yeah, no. Which one you want to sign?
Oh, you're the,
I'm the ICS guy.
okay, right.
Woo.
All right.
Hooray.
So, hey, you get to sign above me. Maybe you'll be the one in jail this time.
Yeah.
If you notice the REMC representatives, Bill's in front of me.
Yeah,
So I don't understand how they come up with this. Oh yeah, emergency management has a new program. They now have, we used to be meeting with a coordinator here in the city. But now they have people, like we have one person, Bill Jones, who's in charge of Rutland and Bennington County, and they now have different people in charge of different counties. But every time I turn around, they're changing something, so.
so anything significant in here changed since last year?
Oh, yeah, all the social
Significant.
agencies.
Okay,
Other than that, no.
okay, all right.
Not all of them.
Well, right. That didn't change, but you know, when I look at all these other things, the directors have changed, the
Yeah.
people changed, they did with certain positions, they add positions. So I guess it was good I did do it instead of stamping it. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
So I got that all up to date.
Okay, any questions? And if not, I will entertain a motion to have Kurt sign, to adopt this and have Kurt sign as, what did you call yourself?
I don't know what they call it.
Okay,
It's a certifying individual.
yes, and I am,
I'm the NIMS. Whatever.
The
Yeah.
length meets the NIMS.
Yeah.
So it's Thomas.
There you go. Good enough.
and I'm attesting that the municipality has adopted it at a warned public meeting. So, and this, it was on our agenda, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So moved.
Motion's made,
Second.
seconded to adopt and to authorize Kurt and I to sign in our various capacities. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries 4-0.
Suppose I should keep that somewhere. Suppose I should keep this somewhere.
Yeah, you're on it. There's another one,
We can
Bill.
ask Bill for a signed one if you want. I was saying he's keeping the form and I
Thank
said,
you.
can I ask you
In
for a
between,
signed
in
one?
between the motion and the signature, those social agencies all changed again.
Yeah.
That's true. And funding for everything is shut down, so we're good. Anything else?
No.
That was easy. Thank you
Yes, it
very much.
was.
Well, it was easy for us to do, but I'm sure it took
Thanks
you
to
some
you.
work. Thank you, Marty.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Some form back.
Yep. You don't want me to give it to Bill?
Well, that's what I was gonna do with the sign
Okay.
form. But that's all we need is that one page.
Okay. Okay. All right. Town Police Chief is not here. He's on vacation, but do come up. Yeah.
Bring the whole thing.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So after asking, we have brought our new school resource officer, Mark Perkins, to the meeting to be
You know,
introduced to.
You
Select
met me
Board.
out in front one morning.
Okay.
I was probably up there gardening or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But I'm Mary Ashcroft. Thank you for doing this job for us.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay. Have you stopped any one of us yet out on the?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, look at me.
Um,
All right.
so jumping into it, we have the monthly stats for June that were handed out a few minutes ago in front of everybody. The first page is Lynette's breakdown for the South End stats for last month, which showed that of all our total calls, exactly 50% were because of South End generation.
Matt and I in our Rotary Club had Chris Lewison speaking about the crime statistics and the whole homeless housing
Yep.
thing that was going on. And he did ask at the end how our stats were now that the Cortina is no longer taking the vouchers. And I said the numbers have been dropping. So
They have. We're not as, I mean, you can clearly see this year compared to last year, we're not as busy as we were last year. I think we're a little busier than we would like to be down there, but it's better than last year. Clearly.
It's like,
Um,
looks like the Cortina's back on the rise.
well, it did bump up again.
Yeah.
Yep. It's up to
Wow.
five calls to June.
So that is the South End stats. And then the other stats are on this side. So we had the phrase sheet says 225, but we had 75 traffic stops. So we actually had 150 calls in the month of June. And then so 75 were South End and 75 were in the other parts of town.
All right. So why is the South End up? Are these now campers?
So we have identified the dead end of Ranberry Road. There's an encampment down there with, I would like to say 8 to 10 people. The end of Seward Road at the solar farm, there were approximately 10 tents there. And there are a couple tents out behind the Cortina Inn. We know that there's people who camp up behind the Diamond Run Mall. So they're all scattered down there. And then the ones from Ranberry Road typically run between the south end of Rutland City and our end, in between the two districts.
I did mention something to Chris Lewis about the campers and where they got that they were being given tents. It wasn't DCF that was doing it.
No,
It's the homeless
homeless prevent,
prevention.
yes.
Yeah,
Um,
coalition. So,
yeah, because they were handing them out right before July 1st when the vouchers removed other people from the program.
Companions and homelessness also, I think.
yeah, yes. Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
Well, and we're getting at the mission, a lot of seniors because there's no openings anywhere
Mhm.
at any of the facilities. So,
Well, the city's, long range, they're still looking into possibly something at the Loretta home. But that's longer range. It's not going to happen overnight.
no,
So, right.
So there was any questions on stats or anything like that? Okay.
Yeah, no,
I spoke to McGovern's yesterday. Cruiser is in quality control right now, which is basically them making sure that everything is actually hooked up the way it's supposed to be, things work the way they're supposed to, and then they detail the cruiser. They were supposed to call me either today or tomorrow to let me know that the car is finished and ready for pickup. So
Sounds like tomorrow.
I am hoping I get a phone call tomorrow, because if not, then Thursday morning is my next phone call to them.
okay,
We spoke about it in police committee about the mall and wanting a calls or a sheet on calls at the mall, which I provided at the back of the stat sheet.
and thank you for providing that. Bill had already put this kind of a slightly updated version
Yes.
of what Bill put on your desk earlier today.
Yep.
We still get called to the old Diamond Run Mall, and the Act 250 permit, which has not been amended, requires Diamond Run Mall to provide their own security.
Correct.
And have you contacted the security for the Diamond Run Mall?
So part of the email I sent out yesterday at the bottom,
It's a rhetorical question there.
did you see the email from Officer Placus?
Yes,
So that email says that he reached out to Sensor Security. Sensor Security says that they check it once a week as a just because, but that they've tried reaching out to the mall because they don't believe they have a contract with the mall anymore, and the mall is ignoring them. This is what Sensor Security told Officer Placus. So that is part
Has
of
anyone from the department or Bill reached out to the owners?
that was one of the questions that now we can do it in open session, or we can have a conversation in executive session, your call. I mean,
I would say give them a call. Say,
yep,
Yeah,
you're still responsible for this.
yeah, what's going on?
you are still responsible for this,
It's more of a statement than a question.
right?
There's a follow-up question, which is, what are you doing about that
There you go.
responsibility? But
Okay, so,
and you might as well send them this because they probably don't know this either. They'll say, well, we haven't heard anything. Well, okay, here it is. State
Yeah,
police
here
have been
it
out
is.
there
Yep.
4 times more than we have, and you've been out there more than you should be.
all right. If that's agreeable, Bill, would you send
Absolutely.
this information
Yeah.
to BAI, and would you also copy David Gregg, their attorney? So, I mean,
That's what he's aware.
he
appreciated that information before.
yes, and frankly, we have the opportunity to participate in any Act 250 application process, assuming they complete their application. And I'm sure they would prefer that we just go with our municipal questionnaire if we're satisfied that police services aren't being too burdensome, but this tends to say something slightly different.
Well, here's another question. So when David Drake was here before, his point was, well, if something happens, they're going to call, police, not security. Okay,
Mhm.
fine. So who's making these calls? The people that are up there into the disputes, or
So some of these are coming from people who are involved in the disputes. Some of these are coming from, like, one of the updated incidents that I put last night was actually from the Spartan Arena, because the group of juveniles who were up there with their cars were actually doing burnouts and harassing people leaving the Spartan.
we get to
So
know.
we're getting phone calls from victims, third-party witnesses, and sometimes the people involved in the call themselves.
So it's college owned, but in essence, their lack of supervision is damaging another local business. There's
Yep.
people that are trying to go in there to use the gym facility and so forth.
Okay. And this doesn't break out between Spartan Arena
No.
and okay,
So it's just Diamond Run Mall Place,
okay,
and this is what I can find.
okay. All right, you got enough to get that information?
Yes, I do.
Yes, thank you. And,
We'll see how it goes.
okay, very good. Very good. Hold, thank you.
cross that off because that's done.
Yep, that's
Uh,
done.
Sunbelt, the company, the delivery company who turned around in our driveway.
Yes.
The manager in Essex figured out what company it was and they're out of New York. He sent me all of the contact information for them. So, and I know that they are aware because they came to pick up the equipment and Joey called me and said, they're down there again. So I shot down there. I talked to the driver who was a different driver, but made it very clear to me that they knew they cannot touch our parking lot.
Okay,
But
so prevention is there now.
prevention is there now, but we do have the information to reach out to whenever the repair is done.
Okay. Oh, and Joey is not here, but,
I'll-
and he didn't touch on that. So I don't know if we have anything, but if you could follow up with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless they knew Wilkes were coming up with a game plan or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. Police committee meeting. Matt, would you like to run through what we,
Do you have something else you on your list?
Just very
Sorry.
quickly,
Okay.
I thought we were, after
Yes.
much
Yes, yes.
diligence from Bill last week, having to listen to or lack of consolidation, I guess. Bill spent about 3 days on the phone with Consolidated Communication trying to get the static IP address up and going for the new building. Eventually made headway, but it was a very rough day, 3 days for Bill.
he seems to be holding up okay.
You still hear the hold
And
music?
we get off.
Thank you, Bill.
I saw Friday at Northwood, pick up Mike's camera yelling at them, so it was fine.
Yeah.
We heard me up there.
So Bill sent me the information for the static IP. I called Ademia or the AFIS machine people. They sent a technician up today. Technician looked at it and said, yeah, I still can't connect. So called Bill, called Pat. We have a game plan for tomorrow that should hopefully be the fix. It
Okay.
has to do with routers and moving connections from one point to another, but Pat was very confident that it was a 30-minute job, but he has to involve Consolidated, so it's probably like 2 hours.
If we can give Consolidated a heads up first thing in the morning. So is their guy back from vacation?
It's not that guy.
Oh,
No.
Why
Oh,
would it be?
Different guy.
it's a different guy.
Start over from scratch.
yeah, really.
Um,
Okay.
so that's where we're at with AFIS. I'm hoping tomorrow morning, Pat, he was very confident when he left today, saying, yep, it's a 30-minute job, but it will be longer because I have to involve Consolidated.
Yeah.
But he was confident in his fix.
Okay.
This is Pat Hoop.
Pat, who used to work at Vermont Digital, but they,
Yeah, he's done IT work for us for a very long time. Yeah. Very
So
good.
he's on his own now.
yes,
He is, yes.
that was all my list.
Okay.
How about your guns?
They're still on back order. That was
No
updated.
estimate.
No estimate.
Everybody doing the switch at the same time?
I think a lot of agencies are around the country and they're coming from the factory with the optic that we wanted. So it's, the optic is readily available, but they're having issues keeping up with the production numbers.
Okay.
No idea.
No idea.
So we had a committee meeting. We talked about budgeting. And Carrie is here. Do we want to talk about that more now? Or do you want to come back to that with Carrie? You sticking around?
No, let's do it now because, hey, Carrie, we're going to talk a little bit about the transfer of enough Cortina money to cover the police department.
Okay.
So, good. Okay. So,
Okay, so according to the notes from the meeting, well, and as we discussed, I think in the last board meeting, you had allocated somewhere around $95,000 of Cortina money towards the budget. The voters had authorized 150,000. With the amount that had been allocated through the end of the fiscal year, it looked like the deficit was going to be $12,353.98. So the recommendation of the committee was that an additional amount in that figure be allocated from the Cortina fund to make up the well, to balance out the police budget, which would mean that there was $41,964.77 that was not spent out of what was approved by voters, and that we would carry that over in the Cortina fund balance per the vote that we made before the end of the fiscal year. Did that all make sense? And did you think I said anything that's incorrect? That's a question for Carrie.
Oh, yeah, no, that made sense.
Okay.
Okay. So, that's a recommendation of the committee. Do we need to have
Why
a
don't
vote
you
of the
do-
board on that?
Yeah, why don't you do a motion?
Okay, well, all
So
right, so
moved.
that's, yeah, I move that we do what I just said. Everybody got that?
So the police department did not have a deficit. It's just that we didn't use the whole 150. And Carrie hadn't transferred over what was remaining to balance out the
And-
12,353.
Yeah, in effect, we have a surplus of 40, almost 42,000 that we're able to
Right.
carry over in the Cortina fund for future use.
Which we want to keep in the Cortina fund.
Right.
So,
Second.
did you just second?
I did.
Thank you. Motion's made and seconded. Any questions about this? We kind of did this last year.
Yeah,
Something
it's
similar.
pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, if no questions, no further discussion, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Right.
Aye. Motion carries 4-0. Okay, good.
So continuing on with the meeting report, we talked about the Diamond Run Mall, as we just did again. We had extensive discussion on Department 5-year plan. There will be much more to come on that as we tackle some of the issues under consideration, studying staffing, shift coverage, health and wellness program, and vehicle replacement schedule and all that good stuff. We had also an extensive discussion on background checks for rec department employees, which discussion was continued tonight in a rec committee meeting. There will be forthcoming proposed policy and background check release forms as a result of that discussion. So we'll have that in front of you at the next meeting, 2 weeks. Miscellaneous discussion about evictions, Walmart. Oh, and radios, update on that. Radios get put in and
So the radios are installed in the building. They are
do they
powered.
work?
They are powered on the fire department side.
Right.
The emergency management room radios are not powered at the moment. They have to reorder cabling to run into that room.
They ordered like hundreds of cables. It was
Further than that.
a massive pile of them, so they said that we're just gonna get
Yeah.
shorter cables.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep. So,
We are a lot farther ahead than we were.
yes, yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like an hour of work. They spent 3 guys all day. And
Yeah.
They have
Wow.
an hour to go.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we may be looking at additional radios in the patrol room, since the police
Not tried
department
that yet.
basically contributed theirs to the cause here for the emergency operations center. So soon we'll have that up and running, and then we'll talk about the next thing after that.
One thing about the 5-year plan, and just so we all are aware of, the benefits, we're going to be asked over time to increase the benefits package for the police department, to maybe do step increases in pay, to do health and wellness things. We're acutely aware that there's huge competition now for police officers. We know what happened in Brandon. We know we've gotten officers here who were in the city. So we've got to make sure that we're competitive as best we can be with other departments who are also hiring. We're good for this year. We've budgeted for this year. But looking ahead, the 5-year plan is going to have some of those elements in it, so we'll need to pay attention to that.
We'll just keep reminding them they got a building.
Yes.
They also got a new building and they're getting a
New
new
cruisers.
cruiser.
Maybe someday, 2 weeks
Maybe.
from
And we
someday.
just left $42,000 in the Cortina accounts. I'm just saying, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Very, very good stuff.
And we
And
got
we're-
shiny new guns too someday.
They're gonna get
Maybe
guns
someday.
when they come through, yeah.
I'll start taking bets on whether we get guns or a cruiser first.
Be fun. Well, they're not even telling you 2 weeks on guns yet.
out the
So.
All right, thank you, Matt. Anything else? Any questions of our deputy police chief? Nope. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, third thing to add to that betting pool is when the APHIS machine gets hooked up.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
Yeah.
We can have fun with this.
Yeah, start passing the pool around.
That, of course, would be illegal gambling unless it were for a charitable purpose.
We'll find something.
Okay.
There's gotta be something out there.
My own best charity.
All right.
On the radio, new radio.
Mike
for that.
Rowe,
Yeah, there you
speaking
go.
of which, town rec director.
Like I just almost all of you.
Good evening.
Evening.
Couple things. Next Tuesday, starting around a little after 11-ish, we'll be having our senior luncheon, our traditional senior luncheon at the pool, with hot dogs and burgers and the sides provided by the lifeguards, and then some nice ice cream treats afterwards. So if you can attend, that would be phenomenal. We usually get quite a crowd. We are rain or shine. We do have tents and covers that people can gather under. And if you'd like to go swimming, you're more than welcome to bring your bathing suit. So seniors, come on and jump in the pool. There'll be no kids there. So
Will you also feed
not?
departments if they show up?
I've asked departments year after year if they want to show up. They're more than welcome to show up and get some food.
You don't have to
So-
be a senior to go. I mean, if you're like a select board member.
You're correct. Are you asking if Matt's going or for your, for Kurt? Cause he's not quite at that senior
And I'm
status
sure
yet.
you're
It's
thinking
younger
of-
than me.
Senior in high school or senior? No.
Yeah.
So yes, of course, we fully encourage members of the community that work for the town should go over and hang out with the seniors because they're a very important group.
Might I say, don't get there at 5 after 12.
Yeah, because there
Yeah,
won't be. any
because
food.
it will be gone.
I got there last.
11:30.
Yeah.
You get there 11:30, you're probably gonna get fed. After that,
The meeting
all
actually
bets are off.
starts at 11, right?
yeah, we have a little conversation beforehand.
Okay.
And then, people stroll in and then they're just ready to eat and go from there. Big thank you to Bill for getting our new cameras up down the other garage. And in the process, we realized that the company put them up last time, never took the little plastic cover off the actual camera itself.
The
Which is
lens.
kind of funny. Yeah. The protective cover over the lens. That's kind of funny.
They're like
Not
brand new
really, but
cameras
they
now.
work really well.
They're like brand new.
It's obviously it's been very busy at the pool with the heat. A lot of people from all over. And it's been going very well. The guards, all the power to them because it's hot. And they're there most of the day. And we've had a lot of vacations and stuff with guards and some family issues, but it's been great. We have another new certified guard that's on our staff. She was so excited to grab her first free shift today so she can make more money.
Her father was going to buy her supper, I understand.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Celebratory supper. And then thanks to Dave and the highway guys, we put baskets in basketball hoops down at Dewey, and for whatever reason, they gave us the nice adjustable ones. Well, the kids figured out over time how to lower the adjustable ones so they could have fun. Well, I went over, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, Jason was doing something and he sent me a photograph that the basket was actually literally ripped off. And so I put it back on and then raised it back up with, anyway, I'm not gonna say how I did it, but then I went to Dave and I'm like, Dave, how can we solve this problem? And they came up with a pretty awesome solution and we solved the problem. So now they should be there for the way they should be for everyone without getting damaged by a few individuals.
Good. Okay, thank you.
And then I did have, I did have a quote for some, work at Dewey for some doors. I'm reaching out to a second person
Oh, okay.
to, get another quote.
Yes, please. That was
Yes, yep.
wildly
Yep,
expensive.
it certainly was, but they are they're literally having to take out the frame. So, and it's a concrete wall, so they have been abused. And there's no way to fix them at this point, other than to replace around them. So it will be costly, but it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was a little bit greedy, to say the least. Yeah. So, unless you have anything for me, everything else is moving along smoothly.
The rec committee did meet just before. So any updates from the rec committee?
Just what I already reported, we're talking about the background checks for the most part.
And we'll have something for you next meeting.
And Sharon was checking in on townwide celebration as well.
Right.
Yep.
Right. I think we pretty much got that.
We're all good. Yep, Bill has drawn some lovely maps and we all know who's coming and where we're getting, and Kurt's driving a little tractor. And we're good to go.
You caught him when he had something in his mouth, so all
I
he
know.
could do was nod.
Planned that well.
It's very
We'll
good.
keep it during townwide. We'll keep feeding him. We'll bring it right out to the tractor.
Yeah.
And we're
We will
doing-
deliver sausage and hot dogs and all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, the tractor will sit there while you eat.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Speed cart challenge, are we doing that again this year?
Well, it's up to the PD and I'm assuming, yeah,
Do you suppose that little kid's gonna be there again? You know, the one that, oh, he's grown.
Well, which kid are we talking about?
The kid that beat you last year. Okay.
he beat you. I was gonna say, were you wearing gear? That could be a challenge. You could have him wear gear or drag somebody. I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, weighted vest.
Yeah, make him put it on.
So
Slow
Dave,
him
I'm
down.
assuming we're still gonna do name the plow, yes? Or
Got a different idea.
Okay,
love it.
all right.
Love it, love it, love it. So we're all good with all that moving forward. My only question was, this is a one-shot deal, correct? There's no rain date, or we're rain or shine, because the pool is getting shut down that afternoon, and it always
Right.
does, because I don't have
Yeah.
personnel to wait a day.
Yeah, no,
So I'm just making
It's-
that, okay.
it's done.
We've got lucky great so far. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to jinx
mean,
it.
our
We have done
weather's
it in the rain
actually-
too. We have done it in the
Yeah,
rain.
it's been not great weather in the past in some occasions, but people do show up and it usually clears off enough and we're under tents cooking, I think, anyway,
Yep.
so.
So we're all good. Just double checking. I didn't want to,
We moved the tents behind the girls because, you know,
yeah, got a
Uh,
little
those,
hot.
those things
yeah.
have to let you some.
Yeah.
All right, and that's all I got.
Any questions for our rec director? We're all signed up. We're all signed up to do townwide celebration anyway, so.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dave Sears, Town Road Commissioner.
Here.
Yes,
Good evening, everybody.
good evening.
All right. Kind of a couple wonky weeks because of vacations and one of the guys had a family emergency last week, so been kind of shorthanded, so we replaced the culvert on North End Drive and Westridge Terrace.
Okay.
Pulled that out. There was basically nothing to it. It was pretty much gone. At our last meeting and then subsequent committee meeting, we talked about a fuel tank for us up there. And working my way through that process, I realized that the town is paying tax on fuel and gasoline, even though we're tax-free,
Yeah,
because apparently no paperwork has ever been done and filed with anybody to make us exempt. So I'm working on that. It's
good, thank you.
Government, state government and federal.
Yeah.
So I'm mired in it up to here right now.
Oh, I bet.
And it's a slog, but
I won't quit till I get it. So,
Thank you.
Good.
that's obviously been a thing for forever since they started making fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I've kind of been working on that. It's been a big, huge pain in the neck.
Mhm.
I got, Bill and I are going, went Thursday to the Days Inn and talked to the guy that owns that and see if we can get an easement signed for the sewer project. I've got calls out to the other two. I haven't heard anything back from them yet, but
Okay.
one's in Florida, the other's in Syracuse, so this might be a little bit of a mail by mail thing or something,
Is
because they
it one
gotta
of
be
those
notarized.
where if the sewer line fails because we can't get to it, that could impact their businesses? Or are they on the wrong side of the road for that?
Both of them are on, neither one would, if it failed, it probably wouldn't impact them at all.
Yeah.
One is the Sports Clips,
Oh, right.
Plaza.
Okay. Yeah.
which we're gonna relay their sewer through their parking lot and get it out of that manhole.
Mhm.
So we need a big easement from them. And then the other one is just the owner of the lot. They own the Hampton Inn and the Taco Bell lot. That's one big lot. So, just gotta make contact with them and get that going.
Have a naming contest for that line.
No, no, done. The name will be done. Thank God it's done.
Could take competitive bids for that.
Yeah.
We got $250,000 in contingency we gotta cover.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Hmm.
We did start roadside mowing yesterday. We got the tractor back from Mendon Thursday afternoon. So we changed the blades on it because I don't know what they mow, but it's not grass. Hi.
A lot of rocks up there.
Yeah, apparently.
We have our own set of
Close
blades.
shave.
Yeah.
And we're contracted with A1 for a week this week, doing culvert cleaning, driveway culverts mostly, some cross culverts. Wilt paving attempted, we'll go with attempted, to reclaim East Pittsford Road today. The company came with 3 boxes of teeth. The asphalt was 8 inches thick and nothing but hard pan. They went 10 feet and broke 100 teeth off. Replaced
10,
them.
oh, 10 feet.
Yeah,
That's it?
yep. They broke 100 teeth off. They replaced them. They made a pass up about half the distance, turned around, replaced another 100 or so teeth, came back the other way, and they made it back. So they've done basically 2 passes, and they went through 3 boxes of teeth. So they shut down early because they just didn't have, they ran
No
out of
more
teeth.
teeth.
No more teeth.
You
So they're going back home tonight and they're gonna bring a pallet of them back, I guess,
Good.
Oh,
because they only done basically a quarter of it. And then, so that project was supposed to be today and tomorrow. It'll now be definitely into Thursday.
okay.
The good news is you get that 8 inches of asphalt out of there and get that all mixed in with some base. We'll have a really nice road there by the time we're done.
Yep. Thursday, we opened the bids for the fence at the shared use path. So, and we have two bids have been submitted thus far.
Okay.
So we'll open those this coming Thursday.
Okay.
And I don't know, I have more information on the tank, so we're gonna open those bids on Thursday. I don't know if we want to do a committee meeting. Huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the next,
Only one person, only one board member, 2 board members. If only 2 board members show up, we don't have to, we can get away with it, but yeah, we don't want one.
All right, well, or we could do it for next week or whatever. I mean, if we want to move forward with this tank, I guess that's all. We don't have to have a committee meeting for the bids. Bill and I can do that. That's not a big deal.
Yep.
So. And then the only other thing was our, committee meeting.
and I think you covered most, except we met with Stephanie to go over the extension of the shared turning lane for McKinley Avenue.
Okay.
And I don't think I have a picture of that on my desk, but it looked pretty good.
Okay. All right, good.
So yeah, they're gonna present that to V-Trans and all their different steps and leaps and bounds.
They showed it extending up to Moore's driveway. And we thought that maybe if it went maybe a little bit further than that,
Yes.
just for people trying to make that left-hand turn into Moore's or, you know, but there might be, like we talked about, there might be some state regulations about how close you can break out from a light. So it's all got to go through V-Trans,
Okay,
Yeah, so they're,
but it looks pretty cool. It looks like it'll work nice.
yeah,
good, good.
it'll help that whole area a lot.
That'd be good.
Oh, and that also continues the northbound bike lane all the way down to Post Road.
Yep.
So you don't get dumped out into a lane of traffic. So, yeah.
Just what we were hoping to do when we started this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so that was good. And then, yeah, we're discussing the fuel tank.
So the tank that is behind the public safety building, is that gas or is that diesel?
That's diesel. That's
All right.
that's in the generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Can
we might look into that, but I think that'd be something separate because we can't get the plow trucks down there.
Oh, okay.
So we might have to do something where they maybe fill a few fire trucks off that just to keep the fuel moving.
Yes.
So we got at least a year or 2 years before that
Okay.
fuel starts getting
Yeah.
iffy. So we just gotta look into that and see how we could get a pump hooked to that tank and
Okay.
stuff like that. But
But that's not the solution for the highway.
that's not that's not the big solution. So the big solution would be a tank at the highway garage. We have to kind of find a good spot for it.
Okay. So fire trucks off that, why couldn't you get a
Because
highway truck back there?
the plow and wing setups are to try to get a plow truck with a wing hung off the side of it backed all the way down the side of the public safety building, especially if there's people there. It's to try to fit them back there. It's just not going to be easily.
So you could do it during the summer, but not the winter?
Yeah, we might be able to find a way to suck some fuel out of it, but
Okay.
I mean, just the fire trucks alone, we keep the fuel changed over. You know, the guys at McKinley top the fire trucks off it, but this will also give access to the fire department to get fuel up at the highway garage.
Yep.
So, and we're doing this because when you're buying bulk fuel, you get a lot better pricing. And it's not going to take the fire department, the fire department has cards. We're not going to take cards away from them because at 2 a.m. when Center Rutland wants fuel, it
Mhm.
doesn't make sense always to drive all the way to Northwood.
Right.
But it's another option and it's a way to try to cut costs for the town.
Okay.
And there would be some sort of lockbox up there with a passcode. The officers of the fire department would have that passcode. There'd be a sheet in there where the highway department and the fire department keep track of their gallons. And then at the end of the month, that would all get reconciled into who spent what.
Okay. It's just fire and highway that use diesel?
I think Mike Rowe uses a little bit there in the tractor, but
Okay. Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tractor stays with us
yeah.
99.9% of the time anyway, so.
Yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much two that use it.
Okay.
And then it's gonna make it a lot easier for Dave to fuel his trucks because they're not gonna have to run into town. I think the guys will be bummed they can't get a breakfast sandwich when they go to get fuel, but
That is a point.
Life is difficult
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
And
Donnybrook makes such good sandwiches.
yeah. Yeah, let's see what else do we went through the street and sidewalk ordinance trying to we're reviewing that excavation
Oh, yeah. Yep.
excavation in town right away addition to it. So I think we sent that off to Kevin.
Yeah.
Is he back? He was on
Yeah.
vacation for a couple of weeks,
We'll
so.
see us
yeah.
sometime. Maybe before the guns. Maybe not.
Add that to
Yeah, add that to the pool. And we're still we're waiting on the funding for the Stratton Road culvert. The grant's been approved. I've heard some other towns having issues with that too, that they're approving grants that they don't have the funding totally secured for, I think. So they don't have the money to back them.
It's
That's
not-
kind of what it seems like, because usually these grants are done by the middle of June. You have your paperwork and you go do
Oh,
your thing.
okay.
I think they're holding them back. So that, because their fiscal year starts in what, October, November?
Yeah.
So I think they're
state's
kind of holding
different.
back. And that way you don't have time to get the project done before their fiscal year runs out.
Yeah, I think they're waiting.
It's a
I
little-
think they have some
Playing the
funding,
game.
a lot
Yeah,
of
it's a
case.
little,
You
got a
know,
little shuffle going.
it's
here.
That's
allocated on a
not
piece of
federal
paper. or something.
funding. That's state funding.
Correct.
Well, there may be some federal that comes in the backside of it, who knows, but
Okay.
yeah. So that's in limbo.
All
But
right.
other than that, I think that's all we talked about.
Okay. Good. Any questions of the highway guys? Nope. Okay.
Okay.
Nice and deep for the mowing this time to get all of the rest
Oh,
of that.
I got Jason in it now. He's
Okay. Excellent.
gonna land an airplane on Post Road right now.
Thank you guys. Have a
good night.
You too. Okay, Joe is not here, Public Safety Building Clerk. He did say that the transfer switch for the pump is in. And it still needs to be hooked up, so we're making progress there.
Another thing to add to the pool.
Yep.
Man, we're getting, we make some
We could-
money off
I
this
was gonna
thing.
say, we could raise some money here.
Get Marcia.
John Paul Faignant, no?
No Barbara and no Larry.
No Barbara, no Larry.
I check for new record.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Marcia just disconnected.
Hey,
Okay. All right, so
I'm funny
moving on.
business over there, Bill.
Chris Clark, I
Mm,
think he said he was not.
Not here, but he has
He
a
does
membership
have
that he wants
a-
approved.
All right. Please approve and sign for Chris. Thank you. Candidate Josh Brown, 260 West Street, Rutland. And he is. Yeah, there was a meeting with Josh and he's been approved. Well, that's a question for us. Is he, the chief has approved. Question is whether we approve him. Is he do we know if he's city or town?
What?
260 West Street.
West
Jimmy
Street.
Road
West
City.
Street City.
Yeah. Let me see the number.
Okay. All right, very good. So
Move to approve.
motion's been made to approve, Josh
Second.
Brown, and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, Josh, and welcome. And I'm signing and we all get to sign. Okay, and I would put that in the folder, except of course I don't have one.
I did.
All right, Marcia's not
Now you
back
sure
on.
can. Is mine, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's.
And Chris, we just dealt with anything for Chris, or was that it?
That's
Carrie Clark, Town Clerk and Treasurer. Good evening.
Hi. I have a few things, make them quick. But I wanted to start off with, we need to set a date for setting the tax rate. So if we
Ah.
could do that, within the next couple of weeks, that would be great.
Okay, very good.
Does that need to be before our next meeting?
We usually do it as a standalone meeting. Carrie comes in with her worksheet. You have all of the numbers you need now to be able to do that, Carrie?
I do. I think that we need to talk briefly either today or whenever. I talked to Andrew about it. He said that we do not need to ask the taxpayers for any extra money this coming fiscal year for the Center Rutland bond payments
Yep.
to pay that back. But he did have a question about if we allocated any money in our budget for the other bond that we asked for, public safety building, and those payments that are going to be made. And I thought we had, but he said that we would have to be mindful and ask for extra money if we didn't.
Carrie, you had, is this part of the email conversation you and I had going back and forth?
It started there and then Andrew continued it with me.
Okay. Okay. My understanding is we don't put that in it's not a budget item in the sense that it's not one of the departments, but it is included on your worksheet, and we have to make sure that when we set the tax, because it's already been approved, it's, you know, it's the voters have approved the bond. We
Right.
know how much it is. So we added in as extra money we need to raise through taxes along with the money for the departments and all of that. And that was my understanding. I don't think it shows up in anybody's budget.
No, it's not a
Okay.
budget. It gets added when you set the tax rate.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
so we'll have to look at that. I'll have to add that into the calculation
yes.
for you when you approve it.
No, I thought you might want some money. Everybody else is. Okay. False alarm. Sorry, Carrie, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was we just have to set a date for that.
Okay,
So we had a note from Andrew's audit from last time on this subject.
okay, good.
And he had included a chart of the principal and interest for both bonds combined. And my note says that we were going to need for the 25-26 year, $323,854.68 on the tax rate to cover it.
Excellent.
And there's a footnote to my note that says there was 252,000 left to pay principal and interest on Center Rutland bond. 133,000 will be spent in current year and 130 in the following to 2026 budget year.
So that would align with what Andrew said,
But,
as far as we don't
But I
need
say
to.
2020, one we're in now is we identify as 25, right? 25,
Mhm.
20. So
Yes.
that would be next year would be the 130. After that, the note says we would have to budget for payments that will be about $107,000 needed. So
Matt, was this
Wow.
notes that you typed up during one of our meetings?
this is just written on his draft financial statements from last
Okay.
June 3rd.
I'm wondering if I have the same notes, if I could get a copy of
can-
that sent to me.
I can scan this page and send it to you, and you can
That would be great.
cipher it or recap it with Andrew to make sure that
Thank you. I probably have some of the similar notes, but since they're right in front of you, that would be great.
Good, okay. And you had some more thing? Oh, setting a meeting to set the tax rate. Any time between now and our next select board meeting? Is that what you're saying? It should be within 2 weeks?
Should be close, yes, so that we can then go ahead and make tax bills appropriately.
Okay. Well, let's start with what's next Tuesday. Does anybody have availability? Not good for me.
Wednesday looks good.
I was gonna say Wednesday would work for me.
Wednesday's okay for me. Sharon?
I think it's okay, but I
Okay.
have to look at my calendar.
Okay. And
And what time?
yeah, so is Wednesday next week okay? That would be
Yeah, that's fine with me.
the 23rd. Um,
Earlier.
yeah,
You're gonna be making hay while the sun shines.
I could have a big crater up in the middle of the road in Killington.
oh, okay, that's Killington.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I might be done earlier, but I can't guarantee nothing.
Um,
Can't go home until the hole's filled.
is it any better to do it like in the morning at 9? No?
We're starting at 6.
Okay, all right,
I got flaggers from 6 to 4:30-ish.
all right.
So, I mean, I could try 5:30.
Carrie, you've obviously got to be there. Is 5:30 acceptable?
Yeah, I don't mind 5 or 5:30.
And maybe, what?
Yeah. Put the headset on and the excavator.
Okay, so
I mean, I had a client take a meeting that way once. It worked fine. Good headset, I guess.
you're not gonna have the sheet in front of you. It's gonna be more difficult.
Yeah.
5:30, any preference?
Either one's fine.
All right. Let's do 5 if we can.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
try to make it.
Okay,
Think faster.
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, I think we're doing one of the easier ones.
Wednesday,
bulbs to
July
change up there.
23rd, 5 PM to set the tax rate. Okay, good, thank you.
Sounds good. And then I had a really quick question for the lawyers on the board. We have a recording from the town, from the Carringers, I believe that was what it was for
Yes.
the easement. Do we need a property transfer tax return on that or no?
For an easement? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
You don't think so? That would be
I don't
great
think
if we
so.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did it come from? The Carringers attorney, or did it come from Kevin?
Bill could answer that. He handed it to us.
Do you
I found it in my
remember?
mailbox. It's been executed by all the parties.
Yeah, it
So
would
it's
have
done.
been,
It's
okay.
ready to be recorded, but they
Okay,
weren't sure if it needed that or not.
yeah, I don't think so. It's on. I think it's on the website. And you might get a quick call one of your town clerks, but I haven't done one of these for a while, but my recollection is easements don't require a transfer because you're not really transferring.
And that makes sense too. That's what we were thinking.
One of the enumerated exemptions, or is it?
I don't know, one of the
Transfer.
statutory enumerated exemptions. I have no clue.
There
I
is,
can
if you
look into
Google,
it.
if you
Okay,
Google, Vermont property transfer tax return quick reference guide.
Okay.
There's a one pager that lists all the statutory exemptions. Now you'd have to go to the statute if it was unclear and you wanted more detail, but that's like a quick check if it's just on the
Okay.
list. Might be.
I can do that, certainly.
we might be exempt anyway because we're a municipality. Hadn't thought of that.
Okay,
I don't know. And we're not,
that makes sense.
yeah.
It would be on them as, oh, no, we're a recipient. Yeah, never mind.
All right.
Okay,
The audit is finishing up already. They're
Wow.
trying to
wow.
get that done quicker this year, probably on their end. They have things to work around. She's coming tomorrow and finishing up, I believe, next week. And
Wow.
then, yeah. She told me the goal is to finish by the end of the summer. That's pretty quick.
It is.
Yeah. Just putting it out there that I do have a scheduled BCA meeting this coming Thursday, the 17th, and that is for talking about voters that need to be challenged on our current checklist. So I did warn that, and it is out there to our BCA members. I will be scheduling a Board of Abatement meeting very soon for the property in town that recently burned down on May 1st, the garage. So be on the lookout for that. And then the last thing I have is I did get an email just before I open this up. So when I'm talking about it, I do have that reference, but I was made aware that the senior money, they have their own checking account, and recently over the years it migrated to under branch from another
Yes,
bank. And
yes.
the person that was in charge of it kind of handed it over to our rec director recently. And I had asked Mike to talk to you guys in committee about what to do with that, because I'm sure I'm reiterating everything, but I just wanted it recorded. That money that I'm under the understanding that that is not town money, even though it is under our umbrella. It wasn't from the taxpayers. And when I meet with our auditors every year, that account, since it's under our umbrella, needs to be monitored under our standards. And it hasn't been well monitored. And it's kind of like a ding slash suggestion on our audit report. And so it changing hands is kind of a big deal. And I was wondering what the conversation around that was
So
today.
did you see this email from just now?
I saw an email from Mike. Right, Mike, if you're still there.
He's
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 not.
gone to the pool.
Okay.
So the takeaway is basically to circle back with Andrew. I pulled up his recommendation in the audit, and his recommendation just spoke to the subjects that you just touched on, the monitoring and the controls, and following purchasing policy and reconciling the account.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike was not interested in maintaining the separate accounts. So I guess the question to Andrew is there a proper way to move those funds just into the rec department, basically?
I can certainly follow up with him. I think I might follow up with Sharon. She's coming tomorrow. And I can ask her. My only concern with that is that's not, that would be intermingling money, right? That's,
Oh, that's why we need to ask them what
yeah, yeah.
I
does it
think
mean?
my recollection is some of that money was from town appropriations, because I think back when we appropriated money to the Rutland Town seniors, it was Cheney Hill seniors. Actually, it
Mhm.
was like 1,000 or 1,500, and that was paid over to them and put in that account. So I do think
Oh,
some of that was town money.
gotcha.
Yeah, I was one of the signators, like assistant treasurer several
Right,
years.
right.
And Marty Wasserman was here for some of this discussion with rec too. We've got a meeting of the Rutland Town Seniors, which are no longer a separate group because they're now under the rec committee. And if we needed to, we could just say, hey, how about a quick vote to authorize you to give up your checking account and pay it over to the town?
Great, okay.
So why don't you propose that as a possible solution when you speak with your auditor tomorrow?
I certainly can
And
do that.
let me know, and we can do a quick vote on, when are we meeting next week? Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, I can do that. That would make, I
Is it
just want all
Wednesday?
the i's
No,
dotted and the
no,
t's
not the
crossed.
tax rate. It's the seniors meeting. Yeah.
Like
Okay,
barbecue.
How much money's in it?
it's about is it 5,000-ish?
Yes, it's just below 5,000.
Okay,
I,
no,
yeah.
no, you guys have got enough. The police department's looking really, really interested, and I just said no.
Okay, so that was my
Okay.
that was my last thing, so. Thank
I'm
you
gonna make
for
it
that.
up to myself. I hope I remember.
I'll have a senior moment.
Oh, very funny. Okay, any questions for our town clerk or treasurer? And we'll see you on Wednesday, the 23rd at 5. And Bill, if you could warn that, please.
My list.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
All righty. Is Mike on? Okay, and gee, look, we're up to,
Oh, Marcia's back.
oh, Marcia's back. Hey, Marcia. Okay, you're,
Oop.
you've gone back and forth on the
Mute.
mute, non-mute. We can't hear you right now if you're talking. Okay.
Try this.
There you go.
Oh,
Nope.
almost.
Miss it again.
Try again.
Darn it.
Now go.
Now go. Okay.
Okay, let's
You may
keep it right there.
Right, don't touch
I don't know what's
anything.
going on, but I've got gremlins in my computer here tonight. So I don't have an awful lot. We did have grievance hearings on Monday, July 7th. We actually had one in-person grievance hearing. We had one grievance hearing that was via mail that came in. We had a taxpayer from last year that it was a continuation of the property up on Winridge. And this year we had a appraisal firm from Chicago that sent a grievance application for the FW Webb 11 Cousins property. The minutes of that special meeting are online. If you want to, I don't want to go through the whole thing. I encourage you to go to our listers page on the town website and read the minutes of the grievances and our determination.
Okay, well, I would say hold, Marcia, I would say hold on that, because if they appeal from your decision, I think it comes to the BCA. So we shouldn't be taking in any
Correct.
information. Right. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The grievance notices did go out. As of today, we have not heard from either one of the parties.
Okay.
So, but there's still time. I think until the 14 days they have to, to reply, to request a BCA hearing. But other than that, we uploaded after the grievances, we uploaded our grand list from NIMRIC into VT Pi, and we are not making any changes whatsoever. I gave Carrie, I showed Carrie, she did print out the 411 so that what is on that 411 is what the tax rate will be set at. We are not making any changes whatsoever between now and when the tax rate is set. Homesteads are coming in, but 2 and 3 a week. So we're pretty good there. And once the tax rate is set, we will have to go in and flag all of the accounts that were had previously filed a homestead, but this year did not. And of course, as you know, they have up until October to file their homesteads. So there may be an E&O that we will have to file, but this will not have to be approved by the board because it wasn't a error of the listers. It was just an error of the taxpayer, but that will be included at the end of the year and will be in the final lodging of the grand list.
Okay,
And this year we're having to do everything in duplicate, not only in Limerick, but also in VT Pi. So it's been a challenge. It's been a great challenge. And I questioned some of the things that did or did not come up. We had addresses in current use forms that did not print on the current use forms, and it wasn't caught, and it came back to us as undeliverable. We have sent a notice to VT Pi saying, what's going on? The address is right there. Why didn't it print? So, but that's about it, unless anyone has any questions for me.
I don't. Any questions? No, I don't think so. Thank you, Marcia, very
Okay.
much. So there was
You're welcome.
there was no grievance from the Diamond Run Mall and no grievance from
No,
the Cortina property.
no, we were
Okay,
absolutely flabbergasted, and there were some others that we had sent change of appraisal notices for that we said, wow, I guess they agree with what our assessment came in at. So I think we're doing a good
Okay.
job. We're keeping, grievances way down.
good. All right. Thanks very much, Marcia.
All right.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye. Okay. Now, Bill Sweet, Town Administrator.
It keeps popping.
You're still on, Marcia. There you go. Back on, Marcia. There you go.
I got her. Here, she's muted now. Good evening.
Good evening.
Just a couple things from my end. We have, this is the time of year, last year we sent out bid requests for oil and for propane. So in your packet, I included an updated version of both of those to reflect what we're doing. So if you're so inclined, if we're good with the dates, I have them do Friday, August 8th for opening at the meeting on the 12th and
Okay.
go from there.
All right.
that.
You guys good to send these out?
Do you have a list of companies you send them to, or you just
Yeah,
kind of put them
we send them to they're posted, they're out there, but we
Yeah.
sent them to Irving's, Johnson, Procter Gas, a couple others, but yeah, we do post it. We do send some directly to them. I mean, I'm happy to have a suggestion if you want them to go anywhere. So
you want to send them to Champlain Valley Fuels over there.
Sure. Yeah.
They're pretty competitive on pricing from my experience.
Good to
Okay.
know.
no problem.
Okay. So I don't think you need our approval, just there they are and
That's
off
fine.
they go.
Okay, we'll get those out before the end of the week.
Thank you.
And the last thing in your packet, we had a water connection request. There is a owner on Campbell Road who is looking to going to build a new house, looking for our permission to connect. Basically, we're connecting right to the city water, but he's on our side of the road, so he needs our
Right.
permission. So he's paid his fee. And our approval letter would go to the city then for them to consider.
And we've got capacity and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
All right. Is there do you need, yes, you do need
Yes.
approval on that.
Move to
approve.
approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded and thirded to approve the hookup. For, God, what was the name again?
James Half.
James Half. Campbell Road. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 4-0.
That is my list for the evening.
Oh, he's pretty,
Oh.
the FOIA request.
It's with Kevin. He is handling it.
Okay, okay, you handed it off to him and I think
Yes.
he said he was going to be in touch with the attorney. Has the attorney corresponded with us at all?
No follow-up, no.
So do we have a deadline problem?
Kevin was, I think, going to
Address that.
speak with her about that, I hope.
Cause it wasn't, he was going to try and get some clarity because it was a very broad request. So to try and narrow down what it actually
So
was.
do we need to have you send a response requesting that click? Because as you recall, there was a thing in the
There-
law that you
There
can.
is a timeline, but
Yeah, but
he
the-
was, Kevin said he was gonna take care of that.
I
So,
think he
Before
did.
he
and-
went on
yeah.
vacation.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he did mention that.
Yeah, he
too.
wasn't leaving like the next day, but it was, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, just checking through my list. We just did the bid requests. We've done the local emergency management plan. We've done the committee meetings. We did highway, police, finance combined, and we did rec. Update select board project list. The shared use path, we heard a report on, so we're close on that. And we've got the fence issue pretty much resolved. It's not an issue, it's just going to be built. Pocket Park, the planning commission is going to take it up at their meeting
July
on
31st.
the 31st. There it is. And I'm going to come over and I think Mike has been,
Yeah.
Mike Rowe's been invited as well. So if you're interested in that, that would be a good one to come to. Town Hall Monument.
Haven't heard from them.
All right, we should probably do a nudge in that direction.
Sure.
Dilapidated buildings, we do have the outstanding issue with the Gleason Road property. If you could, I don't know who does this because Mike is technically
Mike
the
Delahanty's been
police.
doing it.
Yeah, the police department.
Acting as constable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do I hear you backing away from that, kind of?
Ever so slightly.
Okay, alrighty then. So maybe you could be in touch and see where
Sure.
we might be on that.
Sure.
I could take a hint. And the south end sewer line, where's the contract on that? I haven't been asked to, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. I haven't been asked to sign anything on that.
We haven't heard back from Robert Clark on that. I think there's a couple emails back and forth with that, but we'll get into that.
And we got all of Kevin's, because Kevin went through it and made some comments and he got them
I know
over to
Dave and
Robert.
Robert Clark were emailing about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So.
all right. I guess those are the urgent ones then. Okay, if people are so inclined, if we could have a brief executive session to take up a personnel matter, and I would ask Deputy Chief to stay. And then everybody, well, everybody else leave, but I do need, a motion's been made, seconded. All in favor of executive session for a personnel matter, please say aye. Aye, okay, aye. At 7:34, is there a motion?
Move to adjourn.
Second,
Motion's been made and
You
seconded
got
to
beat
adjourn.
time.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, folks.